Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige, this is Seeking Alexandria, and today's gonna be a little bit fun. P.S. I previously had already recorded this video, and it was actually like a first impression. I opened everything like on camera, and then it was a part of the day where we will now call it like the infamous like brow situation. Because oh my god, I have never laughed so hard when I looked back at footage in my entire life. So anyways, it is about the brand Karity, and I reached out to these guys and I was like, hey, you know, I did this previous video, I really like your stuff, am I someone that you would want to work with? Here, how about you look at it, like, and kind of go from there. Well, the big thing when you are a, you know, YouTuber, and I use that term loosely for myself right now, but when you're in, you know, my situation and you have less views and you have less content, or you have, you know, less subscribers in general, a lot of companies, they don't want to work with you. They're just like, nope, sorry, you're not worth my time. Bye-bye. And it's kind of, you know, really disheartening. Well, I reached out to Karity and they were like, you know what, absolutely, like, you are, we really liked the video that you already made. We liked how you kind of basically presented our product. And so how about you go ahead and pick out one of our palettes on us and let us know what you come up with, like whether it be swatches, Instagram, a video, something like that. So I was super excited, right? So I'm just like, yes. Well, you know, I can't like get on their website and like get like a palette. Like, I mean, a palette, like, it's such a lonely little palette. This thing would ship all by its lonesome and it wouldn't have anything to ship with it. So I might have picked up a brush set, and I might have picked up, good lord, and I might have picked up a second row to my travel chamber, which is this row right here. So I mean, I definitely picked up like a couple extra items because like I had to keep testing stuff. That's what I keep telling myself. Like, first of all, this travel chamber, like, look at how beautiful that is. Oh my good lord, how do you even survive? It's so beautiful. So I had to have another row for this. I had to test the brushes because like everybody is curious about their brushes. So I'm like, have to test these bad boys. And originally in my first video, I did use them like first impression style. And for this one, I was just like, I've used about half of them thus far, and they are insanely soft. Like, I'm gonna use them on camera again today, but seriously, it's ridiculous how soft these are. I wanted to come on here and I figured I would finish my face makeup using the other products from them, the bronzer, the blush, the highlight that I already have from Karity, and we would kind of just like hang out and talk about them. Now, I did talk about these in my other video, so I'm not gonna go into like huge detail about them, but you can always, I will link that below and you can always check that video out. That had a butt ton of products from them. Like, it had the Smoke, the Nudes and Roots palette, the Blush and Bronzer palette, the Highlight palette, the Travel Chamber, and those first 7 individual collection shadows. So that one definitely had a lot of products in it. This one has a couple less, but like, we're gonna use these and we're just gonna consider it the same thing. It's just like pretend they're new. Even though, let me tell you, this highlight palette, this highlight palette has been through absolute hell. Like, it's rough. It's in rough shape. I use it all the time. Like, I'm shocked I haven't even come close to hitting pan on this one right here, this lacy shade. Oh, it's my favorite shade. I'll be wearing it today. So how about we jump into this? So I think where I want to start, I did have a request for like a blue shadowy day type thing, a blue look, I guess I'll call it. And I think for the blue look, I am going to use this Frosted palette. This is the one that they sent me, or let me pick out, rather. It wasn't hard to like pick out this palette because A, it's all shimmers. Like, oh, it's so beautiful. And except I stuck my nail in that one. Can you see that? Oh my god, it was devastating. But anyways, it wasn't hard for me to pick this palette out because I was just like, first of all, look at it. Second of all, I already have the Nudes and Roots and the Smoke palette. All that's left is the matte palette, and I think it was out of stock. I was pretty bummed because I love me a good matte palette. So I was like, well, I guess we'll just have to like wait for that one to magically show up at my door, because I was pretty butthurt about that one. So anyways, I'm gonna go in and I'm probably gonna use, I love this crystal shade right here, or crystal as I like to say. Makes me feel fancy. So we're probably gonna use that shade because that's like the most blue, and it's actually like the same exact shade almost as the one from the Travel Chamber that you guys wanted me to use, which was this shade right here. Oh god, they're so pretty. Okay, all right, I lied. We have to swatch. I cannot. We have to swatch these. I have to, you guys. Like, it's an addiction. I can't look at these and not swatch them. Whoa, okay, why am I always so shocked by this? Like, why? You'd think after, holy crap. You'd think after a while I would stop being shocked. God, that's beautiful. Darn. I wish that these had more color to them. Darn. Darn, I'm really upset that they're so expensive. Oh wait, except they're not. Karity palettes are only like $29. Oh, those are so beautiful. I just keep staring. Oh god, I'm like a swatch whore. Like I don't ever want to get rid of them as I look for my wipes. Because I'm obsessed. Like I love swatches. I love everything about swatches. The one day I did that Beauty Bakery one. My lip swatches, because those lipsticks are like permanent as hell. They were on my hand all day and everyone was like, Paige, do you just really like those swatches? And I was like, well, as a matter of fact, yes, I do. And really it was just because like I couldn't get them off. Like they were just there for life. Everyone commented on them. I was like, yeah, I really like them. I was just debating on which one to wear next. We're going to go in with one of their brushes that I've obviously previously used. And from the Nudes and Roots palette, which by the way is like, oh god. If you are a basic B word and you love like the brown tone, mauve tone family, you will live here and you will love it. Best City. Huh. This is like of all three palettes that I have from them for eyeshadow, this is my favorite. I'm obsessed. Okay, calm down, Paige. Gotta breathe. I think for my crease, I'm actually going to go in with the tone Smooth. It's just like a nice, like, cooler-ish tone brown. Their shadows do have fallout when you tap, or kick up when you tap into them, but they actually are not bad when it comes to fallout. As far as, like, on my cheek and stuff, they're not bad at all. This brush is actually a little bit too dense. They don't have, in the set that I bought, they don't have, like, a super, super fluffy brush, like crease brush that I can use. So I might have to go in... Actually, yeah. I'm just going to go in with this random no-name crease brush with that same shade. Okay, I don't want anything that's like overly like wham or anything for that because obviously we're going more blue tone. I just wanted like a nicer transition shade. And I did prime and prep my eyelids, just FYI. And I think for this palette, we're going to be done from right now because we want to grab this Frost palette and start working with that blue shade. Let's grab, and this was the brush that I have previously worked with this same color before, this crystal color. So insanely beautiful. And it's just a flat top brush that we're going to take. Holy friggin' pigment. Okay, whoa. That's kind of... Alright. Now, whenever you're working with this kind of a shade, like a more shimmery shade especially, and you can see like there's going to be some glittery fallout, always best to go from the up direction so you don't like hit your lashes and stuff and then you end up knocking the color all over your face. So we're going to go in the up direction here. We're just going to lightly kind of do this on the outside. And I've decided, by the way, to name this look the Business Blues because I want it to be like wearable for the office, which is kind of where I'm headed, but like still like blue, poppin', gorgeous color. So this one we're just really going to concentrate on just the outer and then we're going to lightly blend it into the crease. Now that we got that blue on, oh girl, I am blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-da, da-ba-da-ba-da. Okay, we're going to take, I'm nuts, we're going to go in with this shade Abyss and we're going to take the tiniest amount of it on a pencil brush. Take this out of the package. So we're going to go in with this smaller little pencil brush, also from the Karity packet, and just kind of lightly tap it in here. And then we're actually going to tap it off. Like we want the tiniest amount of product because we're just putting it on the outer side of this V to kind of smoke it out. Because like, I feel like leaving the blue by itself, like yes, you could do it, but I like a dimensioned look where it's like, where it looks like I just came out of like some mysterious little fairy swamp. That's a cute look. But just enough on the outer lash line so that way when I line, it'll all really smoke together. You'll see the finished product and be like, oh girl. Ooh. Now sometimes when you work with a black that's as pigmented as their black is, whoa girl, you do lose a little bit of that bright blue color just because you have to work with that black and really blend it so much. But it's like blends like butter, so it's not so much that you have to blend it so much. But anyways, I like to go in with a little bit more of that bright blue and just kind of put it right back where we had it just to kind of like rejuvenate that color before we go to the next step. Now for this next step, girl, you know I'm reaching for that glitter glue. For some reason, anytime I do that like nice bright color on the inside of the eyelid, I love to go in with just a little bit of glitter glue. I feel like it makes such a big difference for how it stays on my eyelids. Like these shadows, they naturally stay just very well. They're really good shadows. But as far as, I need to take a little less glitter glue. But as far as like my eyelids go, I've just noticed such a huge difference. Like, and it's funny because I honestly never thought I would need glitter glue, and now that I've started using it, I'm like, how did I ever not use this? Like, how did I live without it? And then on top of that glitter glue, I'm going to go in with this shade Janet. It's just like this insanely beautiful, oh my gosh, color. Oh, girl, yes, yes. Oh, I'm just going to take now the shade Belle from the Nudes and Roots palette and kind of go in and start blending out this entire like crease-ish. That way it looks a little bit more put together. I mean, they naturally blend pretty well together, but I do just like to kind of add this in as a final touch. Now we're also going to take that pencil brush from before. I am in the wrong palette. And we're going to run that blue color along our lower lash line very carefully. God, this stuff is rich. So now we're going to kind of leave this here and we're going to move on to the face. We're going to pop into the bronzer and blush palette. Looks a little something like this, which, holy crap. I'll link my other video down below. I want you guys to see like the money. I'm shocked at like all the money costs of all this stuff and how not expensive it is. This is their brush. Clearly it is well loved so far. I really like this brush. I'm going to go in with this deeper tone over here, which I believe is the shade Compulsive. According to the chart on the back. This chart, or this one for some reason, doesn't have the names under them, which I don't know why. Probably because it's like a first run, I'm assuming, of their products. But doesn't change the color of, or yeah, the color and the pigmentation of this stuff because it is gorgeous. Okay, so what do I got to do to make this thing record? I'm not sure, but hopefully we can find out. I did just go ahead, I finished blushing, or bronzing, I'm sorry, and it is like such a beautiful bronzer. Like, I love it. It's definitely a more warm tone. I'd say both of these kind of are. The lighter one is a little bit less my skin tone than the darker one, which is kind of shocking, but they blend out so beautiful that I would be shocked if these didn't work on multiple skin tones across the board. For blush, I just want to go in, I think, with the shade Philomena, which is this one right here, I think. I hope. I don't know. But that's the shade I'm going in with. And they're so pretty. Okay, whoa, Paige, calm down. Girl, these blushes, you gotta watch out for these puppies. They'll sneak up on you. Blend that out just a little bit. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, and now we're gonna move on to some highlighter. It's my favorite time. Okay, so. Okay. Paige, honey, you need to calm down. Where is your highlighting little brush? Okay. We're gonna take our little highlight brush here. We're gonna dip into Lacy. Girl, you knew it was coming. Oh, I love it so much. Oh my God. Like, can you guys, are you getting that? Like, okay, seriously now. Oh, it's so, yeah, it's amazing. And it's such a smooth, like, effortless blend on their highlights too. Like, they don't look chalky. They don't emphasize my texture. Like, they're just gorgeous. There's just, oh God, I'm obsessed. Of course, I went ahead, I took that same shade, highlighted my cheekbones, my nose, my brow bone, and my inner eyes. Oh, girl, so pretty. Okay, you guys, this is the finished look, and I am loving it. Like, I'm serving, I wanted to have my hair like this when I played with the blue because I feel like I am just serving some serious 80s, like, I wish I had like a neon, not jumpsuit, what are those, like neon legging blue pants. Yes, or, oh, bell bottom. Oh God, I could go so many fun ways with this. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can see a little bit closer of the eyes because it might be nice if you could actually see them. So hold on. So this is how they turned out. Probably should move the hair. And isn't it amazing how things come together when you add like mascara and liner? I'm so in love. Okay, zoom out. So that is it, and I'm living my best blue life right now. And I did go in, by the way, just with, you guessed it, a little Celebrity Scan Jeffree Star. It's like my go-to nude when I've got like crazy bright eyes because, you know, you need to like tone it down a little bit. Not that you'd know that with this hair. So you guys, I hope that this was helpful. I hope that I did Karity justice. I will say I got up close with like a really up close mirror, and I was like doing my mascara, and I did see a little bit of blue fallout under my eyes that I didn't see in this mirror. So something to keep in mind, this one does have a tiny bit more fallout, I would say, than what I experienced with the other shadow sets. But overall, it's nothing that I would write home about. I still think that these shadows are just insane and gorgeous, and thank you so much, Karity, for letting me pick this out and to do another video with you guys, because oh my god lord, I love your stuff so much. I use it all the time, and I know that like YouTubers, you know, they say that like I use it all the time, but like I actually do use it all the time. Like that highlight is literally like I'd say top 4 highlights, second only to a Becca highlight and a Jeffree Star, I think, highlight. Like maybe, is there one more? No, they'd be top 3 then. It's such a beautiful, wearable, like sits into the skin highlight. Like after I set my face, it just goes, and it looks so beautiful, and it's just so oh god, I can't. So you guys, that's it. I'm gonna go because I'm late as always, and I will talk to you guys all later. If you ever have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, leave them below. Let me know. We will go from there. And I hope to bring you guys another Karity video soon. Wink, 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 wink. I can't wink, but like if I could, wink, wink, wink. You know what I'm saying? So I will talk to you guys all later. Bye. So gorgeous.